Sponsor of the motion, Senator Ayo Akinyelure, representing Ondo Central, says the central bank had in January 2016 issued a circular directing all banks and financial institutions to charge stamp duty of 50 naira on lodgements into current accounts against revenue projections by the federal government of 2.5 trillion naira annually. He notes that after the issuance of the said circular by the CBN, all deposit money banks and financial institutions assigned 50 naira per eligible transaction in accordance with the provisions of the Stamp Duty Act 2004 and Federal Government Financial Regulations 2009. According to him, despite efforts by the federal government to recover over 20 trillion naira from Nigeria Interbank Settlement Systems (NIBBS) to the Federation account, the Central Bank of Nigeria and NIBBS have technically refused to comply with the presidential directives for the recovery of over 20 trillion naira revenue into the coffers of governments.
The Senate is concerned that since the issuance of the said directive by Mr. President, the Central Bank and NIBBS deliberately failed to cooperate and comply with the directive of Mr. President for the realization of over 20 trillion revenue due from stamp duties collected from 2013 to 16 years, and subsequently over 5 trillion minimum revenue due to be collected annually to the Federation account to be shared among the states of the Federation for infrastructural and economic development of our nation has been frustrated by the actions of Central Bank Governor and Managing Director of NIBBS.
By the motion, the nation stands to generate up to 5 trillion naira annually if only the agencies that are responsible for the collection and remittance of stamp duty will live up to expectation.
We must emphasize more on revenue generation, and whoever holds the resources of Nigeria, by whatever disguise, should be encouraged to bring it out, so that the ordinary man in the street may benefit from all this.
In his concluding remarks, the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, says he engaged the Ministry of Finance and CBN for an interaction and discovered that what they have been expecting to be available as stamp duty is not so.
It will interest everybody here to know that we don't even have to 1 trillion. And what has happened is because they were the organizations or those that were supposed to transfer or collect the stamp duties were taking advantage of non-electronic transaction, and therefore we are not getting anything really. And with the passage of the finance bill, this is the opportunity we'll have to start getting what ordinarily should go to government. But the banks and so many agencies of government, private organizations have taken advantage of the way the Stamp Duties Act has been.
The Senate has, however, directed its Committee on Finance to investigate what happened to the revenue collected from 2013 to 2016 and financial accountability of stamp duty collections from 2016, when the Central Bank of Nigeria officially directed all banks to collect on behalf of the federal government to date.